Hi, Virgos. Welcome to Ananda Tribe. This is Amanda, and this is Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of Teen for your Divine Love Twin Flame Soulmate reading for the month. So, welcome back if you are a new subscriber of mine. So happy to have you back. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm happy that you're here. You can also find me, you guys, on Instagram and Facebook. I do free daily card energy readings every morning and pull a card and do a quick little energy download for you, channeling. They're not videos. I just take a picture. One second. I'm not sure if you can hear the fridge, so I'm going to go turn it off. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so masculine will be on this side, feminine will be on this side, and then central energies and what each is pulling into the month. So I'll shuffle a little bit more since I stood up and walked away for a second. How are you guys, my Virgo friends? What's going on? I'm feeling tired. There's some pretty heavy energies happening. Let's say the 29th. We're moving into the full moon here in a couple of days that we're feeling now with Mars conjuncting Saturn, squaring the full moon. Chiron's at the last degree of Pisces. Yeah. Venus is moving into Taurus this month. Might feel better for you. It's an earth sign energy. Okay. A little astrology. So, masculine, feminine. Central issue will be in the middle. Being the layout here. I need to move some things. Okay. I still see that. So where is the masculine? What's happening for him? Parties, celebrations, hip hip hooray, things to be excited about and share in his emotional worlds, in his accomplishments, in what he's been striving for, and he wants to include people in those energies. And let's see if it could have to do with the feminine. It's not giving us information about what direction that energy is moving in. That's just the main energy that the masculine is playing in. Well, and then we have the feminine over here, Virgo, with her wish card upside down and all of her cups dumped up to the sky. I feel like it's a reevaluation of what you're up to and what you dream and desire. And I feel that the feminine is undergoing this process more in the beginning of it, I want to say, moving into the month, that she is reevaluating and understanding on a very deep level what she wants out of her love life, what she stands for, and at a very authentic level, what she's willing to tolerate, put up with, and from her masculine counterpart. And she might not be happy that he's over here partying. So there could be twin flames and soulmates in the feminine's life that she would be connecting with otherwise, but she's like, no, I don't want to deal with a person or involve myself with a person who is still in this party energy over here, and maybe perhaps overindulging in substances, like self-medicating. I even got because she's not in that mood with the Nine of Cups in reverse. So let's flip over her subconscious energies, what's below the surface. The Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the feminine is facing and confronting in the month of April her sense of security in the world and her ability to support herself materially on her own 2 feet, not relying on anybody else, forms, systems, people, individuals, organizations. But she's in a process of figuring out and leading herself down a path that feels inspired, and how that actually works in the practical in the practical world, like, can she make a living at what she's passionate about is the question. That's the information that's coming through. Let's flip over the masculine. So he has this major arcana card upside down as the matriarch card. I'll flip it over for you to see. And I feel that this energy in his subconscious, it's like he's self-medicating from these old wounds to help him feel better. And it's like, it's a super unconscious process. I feel like some of the masculines are becoming conscious that they're in these patterns and habits and ways of escapism of the uncomfortable parts of their life using this self-medication, whether that be, relying on, God forbid, pills, prescriptions of some sort, alcohol, tobacco, smoking, cannabis, to sort of drown out this internal anxiety I'm picking up on, that just this discomfort in his everyday experience that he's just come to let himself, and maybe because in his past experience that felt socially acceptable, and now it's just turned into a lifestyle and a way of being for him that perhaps needs to be re-examined, for the feminine, in order for her to give him the attention that it would make it work in that way. So let's see what's in his conscious mind. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. Let's flip her over too. So definitely financial issues going on over here for the feminine. But over here, let's talk about the masculine first. So he has the Ten of Cups in reverse. So I feel like, and I did say earlier that these habits and patterns perhaps have been in his life and really rooted long term, that it'd be unconscious. But then I said some of these masculine are coming to a point in their evolution, of understanding and examining, like re-examining how these are playing out in their life and the effects of them in their everyday emotional state, like how they're waking up every morning and feeling after a night out on the town or a night in on their couch, drowning themselves in Netflix and food. It could be, self-medicating in any of those areas, overindulgence in a way that is trying to remedy an internal discomfort on an emotional level. So I feel like that's what the masculine is dealing with in role. And the feminine, meanwhile, is over here feeling a little bit of lack with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. She feels like maybe she doesn't have enough to cover the necessities right now, and there's a little bit of a financial strain, and how is she going to make ends meet? But that's okay, because I feel the feminine is on the right path. There's this sense of, I don't want to say stress, but dissatisfaction with how things have been going in her financial world. And that dissatisfaction or frustration with it is propelling her to really get rooted and grounded in a sense of determination to turn it around for herself. All of her cards are upside down for all. I haven't put down what the energies are bringing towards one another. Let's flip over the outcome card. Yeah. The Ace of Cups in reverse, you guys. Let's see. Let's do feminine. It's so financial based for her. And there's a resistance on the masculine part to get help. But let's talk about her first. I feel like the feminine is in this internal conversation about money from a lackful place of, again, not feeling like she has enough to give to the masculine. And maybe she's not wanting to even go there because she needs to deal with her plate over here of what's immediately in front of her. on her career front, on her financial and workplace front. And meanwhile, the masculine, I feel this sense of stubbornness or resistance of maybe he needs to go into an AA program and he's not willing to, accept that type of structured help. With the Hierophant in reverse, I'm getting it's the sense of not disbelief, but again, stubbornness. Like he really isn't quite ready yet to say goodbye to this lifestyle. And he knows that the programs are there. He knows that the self-help books are there. He knows that he can phone a friend that's already gone through this before him, that's turned his life around in new, better, and healthy ways. He's just not employing those energies quite yet. And that's okay. All of this is absolutely how it's supposed to be, Virgo, because the experiences that we are faced with in life are the fodder for our spiritual growth. And apparently the feminine needs to be having this conversation with herself about where in her life is she not allowing the abundance to flow in, and where is she feeling like there's not enough, and taking responsibility for her part in creating this reality for herself. And when there's ownership taken of this situation in a material sense, when this is revealed, like that this is at the root of her thinking, a sense of not being worthy. I feel like it's almost a self-esteem conversation that the feminine is having with herself. But I feel like in she's confronting it, like this experience of this dissatisfaction and the discomfort of her not being quite where she envisions herself, of where she wants to be. That desire is going to propel her forward to undergo removing herself or transforming this inner conversation, this inner dialogue of how she speaks to herself, of how she regards her worthiness. And maybe feminines will put themselves in some type of online program where you can do it at night in the comfort of your home to sort of delve into examining and assessing and uncovering the root of where this not feeling like you deserve to have the abundant wealth, material riches, the comforts that you ultimately would want to see yourself living in and living with, to be able to provide others with all of your gifts. Because I feel like it's preventing the feminine from really outstretching herself into the outer worlds in her fullest, most joyful, passionate expression. But there's work to be done in the world. And I feel with this Four of Pentacles, because the masculine is sort of busy over here, not dilly-dallying, but just not showing up for the feminine in the vibration that she ultimately would accept him in. So she's just letting him do his thing over here and not bothering with even trying to connect with him when he's in that state, in that space, because she knows that it's going to be fruitless at this point in time. And these are transient energies. This is only a month reading. So, well, Virgo, I want to pull an oracle card for you. Let's do a Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild from this deck for an additional message. Checking on the time for the month of April for the divine masculine, divine feminine, Virgo energies for team. Kuan Yin. Her. Radiant Moon of Compassion. I didn't show you this, but these two cards feel very similar to me. So let's see I'll read you the message on the back. Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment and shift into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace where you naturally belong. Yeah, I feel like this is a message for both the masculine and the feminine, but it's definitely ringing true for the feminine very much, of fear and judgment of herself. You're being urged to use this power to grow spiritually and free yourself from a situation that would otherwise dim your bright spirit. So, Virgo, I want you to shine your bright spirit. We need each and every one of you to be shining at your fullest capacity of your unique, beautiful self, and to embrace that within you. And when you're filling up this cup yourself and not expecting the masculine to fill it for you, but it's coming from divinity instead, I feel like that's when this cup can get naturally flipped over for you. And all of these will just start flipping over one by one. This experience of inner abundance and inner joy and peace and the serenity that you know that you're taken care of by the divine. And from that place, all else falls into correct alignment for you. And it becomes a more serene experience, I'm getting. Okay. Okay. Lovely. Thank you for watching, you guys. Please subscribe, like, comment below. I read all of your comments. I love to hear from you guys. And I'm so grateful for you being here. Yeah. So until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Bye.